Chicago as the Bulls get ready to take the hardwood here at the United Center. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. So for the Celtics, their last game, a loss to Detroit. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the floor for Boston. Clarkson is out there with Mitchell. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Hayes. And it's Pachulia in the center position.
And we know how great Curry is at shooting the ball, but he is also an incredible playmaker. Very, very aware of how to draw the defense to him and get an easy layup for a teammate. He's underrated as a passer, mostly because his scoring is so incredible.
Green kicks to Holmes. Over Millsap. Good work defensively by Millsap. On defense, the Bulls. Pachulia with the screen on Curry. This is to Clarkson. Harris kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Clarkson. Jacks up a three. The shot that time not on target. Curry with it. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him two chances at the free throw line here. Steve, when you think about Curry and his playmaking, the assists are easy to count, but the gravity he has on the floor all over the floor creates shots for others by itself.
And if you're on Curry's teams, you have so much attention drawn off of you. When he has the ball, Kevin, defenders have to be aware of Curry at all times. Opens up so much space for the other shooters.
Pick by Pachulia. Harris kicks to Pachulia. The Celtics working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Out to Harris. Off the screen. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
We know Harris is good off the dribble, now becoming equally adept at the catch and shoot.
Curry on the wing. In the corner, Holmes with it. It's stolen by Harris. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And that one good from Clarkson.
Getting better at facilitating for others. Tobias Harris with the pass that sets up the score.
Caldwell Pope outside. The pass to Pat. Pachulia with the steal. Harris, right side. Here's Mitchell. Kicks to Millsap. Pachulia trying to break loose. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Now, here's Holmes. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap with great hands and the anticipation there to block the shot.
Bulls trailed by 3. Curry kicks to Green. Pass to Holmes. Back to Green. Here's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Curry. And the Bulls with another miss.
The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
In the corner, it's Clarkson. His 3-pointers off the mark. Bulls have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Curry dishes to Green. Back to Curry. pass to Green. Shot to stop the drought. And the Bulls with another miss.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Mitchell kicks to Millsap. Clarkson passes to Millsap. Harris outside. And the 3 off target. Bulls trailed by 3. Outside Curry. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Stephen Curry doing a nice job being able to take the contact and still finish the play. When it's all said and done, there will be no doubt Curry will be the greatest shooter of all time. Closing in on every record involving three-pointers, he has absolutely changed the way the league views shooting point guards. Whether it's scoring, passing, or just acting as a decoy, his value to this team cannot be understated.
Andre Liggins, he's checked in for Boston. Chicago shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Here's Mitchell. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Harris dishes to Millsap. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Underrated, the strength of Millsap, able to power through.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
I love the versatility of Paul Millsap. He can back you down or face you up.
Now here's Green. It's Curry outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
His 4th make in 5 tries, and we're just getting started.
Here's Mitchell. Millsap a screen. Harris misses. And Millsap with that inside-out offensive game, one tough cover.
You know, Kevin, he's become a focal point for this team. You can get him the ball in the pinch post, and he can do it all.
To the wing right side. Patton the pass to Green.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Feeds it to Liggins. Mitchell kicks to Millsap. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Timeout.
Millsap's got 9.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Steve, you were such a great shooter over the course of your terrific career. Is that something that just came naturally to you? Was it learning the right technique early on, or was it just repetition?
You know, Kevin, started off in high school. I was a big George Gervin fan, so I had my elbows out trying to shoot like him. Got to Michigan State, and Judd Heathcote had his little ruler making my elbow get in. And he had this thing called ready shoot. I did that over and over and over. So I would say naturally I was pretty good, but it was repetition and a guy like Judd Heathcote making me a good shooter into a better shooter. And then plus, I played with Tim Duncan and David Robinson one year. You're talking about wide open looks. I led the league in three-point shooting because of those guys. He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will, yet they still find themselves behind.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
The defense a step slow, you can see the result.
Mitchell dishes to Millsap. He kicks it to Mitchell. There's the feed to Harris. Off the pick. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Three on the clock. The Bulls leading by 5. Caldwell Pope outside.
Already his second foul here in the first makes it a tough decision whether to leave him in or not.
Now Curry. 14 points for him.
He was wide open. Reason why? Stephen Curry is a fantastic player who quickly got it over to his teammate.
Celtics trail by 7 to the left side wing. Millsap inside. He's got 11. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Millsap is a gifted passer, creating for his teammates.
The dish to Harkless. A 3-ball. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Mitchell. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's Harkless. Here's Holmes. Got a hand on it. Left side Harris. Chicago grabs the miss.
Lacking confidence right now in his offense. He's been shaky all period.
Right side Curry. Harkless the pass to Rab. Fires from deep. A shot by Curry, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Millsap in the corner for 3. And Harkless pulls it down.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Chicago calls timeout.
Well, one reason this Bulls team had such a tough time getting easy wins last year, it was their shooting. Second lowest made threes in the league. Just didn't have the personnel to make it happen.
And for the Bulls and their poor shooting, had to trade some shooters mid-season as well. In fact, Smitty ended with the lowest effective field goal percentage in the NBA.
Not having shooters, that will do that to you. Overall, had a bottom 10 rated offense. For the offense they want to run, they are going to need better threats outside.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Celtics. Mills comes in for Mitchell. Celtics trail by 5. The steal. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Now here's Mills. Pass to Kuzma. Shoots from 14. That one no good. Chicago leading by 5. Here's Napier, covered by Mills. And the basket by Napier.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And Mills kicks to Clarkson. They set the pick. Takes the 3. Here's Millsap. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And on some plays, everything goes your way except for the finish.
The pass to Rab. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Swanigan. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Timeout. If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
So the Celtics call timeout, their first. And the Celtics franchise with the league-leading 17 NBA championships, their last in 2008.
Yeah, and with the talent and assets they possess, they might be in the hunt for banner number 18 before you know it. One of the beasts of the East, without question.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Paul Millsap. And Shabazz Muhammad subbed in for Harris. Now here's Mills. Over to the wing. Clarkson. Count it.
and they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Dishes it to Napier. To the right side. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And the Bulls lead by 10.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Here's Kuzma. Knocks down the three ball. Kuzma's got 8 points. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Napier. Covered by Mills. Pass to Swanigan. Kicks to Napier. Just 5 to shoot. From downtown. No good on the shot. And so it's Chicago. Heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to New York. On the floor for Boston, we've got Mills. He's out there with Jordan Clarkson. Hamid is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Kuzma in at the 4.
And a late reaction by the defense makes that one a no contest.
You know, he got out before people could turn their heads, and he's already gone with no hesitation.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for getting the best out of his players. He said every NBA player has an elite strength. Some of them have 10 of them. Those guys are the very best in the league, right? But every one of them is here for a reason. There are times where you can really soar with that skill. Kevin?
And that's why Stevens is already one of the best coaches in the league, David. You've talked about him for a long time, getting maximum results from every one of his players.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Passes it to Swanigan. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Swanigan's got his second bucket of the game to go. Mills dishes to Clarkson. Back to Mills. Pass to Zubac. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Swanigan. Rebounded by the Celtics. Kuzma's got his third rebound tonight. Celtics trail by 6. And Mills kicks to Clarkson. They set the pick. Back to Mills. Here's Kuzma. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
There's the pass to Swanigan. Now here's Harkless. Muhammad covering. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. For Chicago, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Steve, is a player, do analytics give you a path to say, you know, I should change and lean more toward this, or I should stop doing that because I'm better at this? Does that ever enter a player's mind, you think?
Hey, Kevin, I think guys should look at these numbers. When you're saying from this spot you're shooting 20%, stop shooting from that spot. If from this shot you're shooting 80%, you might want to get to that spot. So, and I think in those cases, yes, analytics work. And when you're shooting a 3 and you're shooting about 30%, you need to step in.
Here's Napier. And again, no good by Chicago.
And the defense daring him to shoot that. Good plan right there.
Pass to Kuzma. Ring shot on the way. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Here's Liggins. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Harkless with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And Forbes kicks to Harkless. Here's Napier. He dishes it to Harkless. And again, Chicago. No good. There's the screen. And Mills kicks to Zubats. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
And for so long, the Bulls really were synonymous with the best defensive teams in the league. But as a team, they've started to slip the last few years. It's something that has been lost while this team kind of retools for the future.
Boston making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Napier kicks to Harkless. Here's Rab. Cans the 12-footer. And it used to be you could pencil in the Bulls as a top 10 defensive team by most metrics in any given year. But, Greg, the last few seasons, they've just been middle of the pack.
And, you know, over the history of this team, they've always been at their best when they played great defense. You go back to those Jordan years where they were marked by exceptional defense. This last group, led by Derrick Rose, similarly built on a defensive-minded philosophy. Let's just see if they get back to their roots with this new push. And you look back to that Big Three era in Boston, you know, the Celtics have not been shy about aggressively trading to reshape this roster. You know, they've made a rapid rebuild that's really the envy of a lot of teams around our league.
Harris. Second chance shot. And the bucket counts. Three-point chance here.
An all-around handful to deal with. Tobias with a strong move for the potential +1.
Celtics making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. And as aggressive as the Celtics have been, Greg, they've also shown patience, haven't they?
Yeah, and in some ways, maybe a victim of their own success. You come out on the winning end of your trades time and again. Other GMs don't want to look bad. They get hesitant, possibly, and don't want to add their name to that list.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Zubats. 5 on the clock. Count it. Rab's got 4 this quarter.
These are the fundamentals we're always talking about. Excellent bounce pass.
And there's the foul. Will go on Shabazz Napier. That's his first foul. Chicago calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And, Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Patton, he's checked in for Rab. Green comes in for Harkless. And Stephen Curry's subbed in for Shabazz Napier. Feeds it to Clarkson. Here's Kuzma. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. On the free throw, no good. Steve, a lot of great guards out there in the NBA. Many of them will drag you down to the block. Which guards would you least like to go up against in the post?
I would say Dwayne Wade, because I've got a chance to play against him in the post. Some of the guys now you look at, Sean Livingston, Devin Booker is a sneak peek for me. They say he's a shooter, but you got to watch him down the low post. DeMar DeRozan can make a living down there. Those are the guys that stand out for me right now, Kevin.
Tough guys, tough players, you're right. Harris misses.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Here's the screen. Here's Curry with the three. That one misses. So the Celtics will take it the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Mitchell. Out to Harris. Here's the three. Good on the three-point shot. Harris has got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
Not a high percentage long-range shooter, but Tobias Harris knocked that one down.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
2 shots, gentlemen. Clearly a foul. 2.
Well, this Bulls team, the definition of mediocre last season, finished a 41-41 record. They decided it was time to trade away Jimmy Butler and go young.
And for the Bulls, some felt they didn't get enough back in return for Jimmy Butler from Minnesota. Smitty, what's your take on that?
Well, the Bulls got younger. They got some shooting, which they really needed. Ask me in a few years after we see how these young fellas develop.
Now a timeout called by Boston. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, they're going to have to talk about this. They got to find a way to get the ball out of his hands.
Pachulia, he's checked in for the Celtics. And here's Clarkson. Over Caldwell Pope. Boston, no good that time either.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And you really got to be in awe at the way that Kentavious Caldwell-Pope plays defense. So disciplined in this era of three-point shooting to kind of stay home on fakes and playing great position defense. He just sticks to his man like glue. Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Back to Curry. From the arc. A putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bulls lead by 6.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Mitchell kicks to Millsap. Cuts off the pass. Clarkson again. It's Caldwell Pope. Hands of the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last. Now with Caldwell Pope, it's not like he's playing defense on just anyone. Greg, he usually draws the opposing team's top scorer as his nightly assignment.
Yeah, and he's earned that responsibility because of his play. I mean, typically plays a ton of minutes and never slows down during the game. All around fantastic defensively.
Mitchell kicks to Clarkson. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
And how about the 46th pick back in the 14 draft? Jordan Clarkson has certainly exceeded expectations thus far in his career. An athletic combo guard. He's really succeeded playing at both the 1 and 2.
The feet to Pachulia. Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
And how about the reaction time on D there? Almost comes up with the pick.
You know, these are the little plays that can add up when you look over the course of a game.
5 on the clock. Here's Millsap. It's tipped. Pass break. Here comes Chicago. Curry with a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land.
Stephen Curry putting the defense in no man's land, possessing quick feet and a fast release.
And Greg, Jordan Clarkson, he has an offensive game, doesn't he?
He's able to shoot with range, and he can attack off the bounce as well. I think that enables him to kind of play on or off the ball. And I think he has a chance to be a really good two-way player in our league.
Curry from deep three-point range. Again, Curry missing.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Picked by Pachulia. Now the dish to Clarkson. Here's Millsap. Again, Millsap missing.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
Here's Holmes. And it's sent back by Millsap. There's 1:17 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Clarkson. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it three.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Curry kicks to Green. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for two.
And the Celtics leadership, very pragmatic. IT and Crowder both beloved in Boston, but they didn't hesitate to move them to get better and younger at the same time.
Celtics making a switch here. Liggins is checked in. Mitchell kicks to Millsap. On the wing, Harris. Baseline try. Offensive rebound. He feeds it to Mitchell. .32 seconds left here in the second. Millsap misses.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Dishes it to Millsap. Out to Harris. Puts up a 3. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Millsap's got 3 assists tonight. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. It's Chicago leading by just 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Well, both sides. Here's Mitchell.